Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Atari A to Z Flashback, a series of short playthroughs of the 150 games that make up Atari Flashback Classics for Nintendo Switch. Today's game is Golf, which was a 1980 release for the Atari 2600, developed by Tom Rudedahl, I believe his name was. This appears to be his one and only project though, so it's not a particularly well-known name, sadly. Although I rather like this game. So like many Atari 2600 games, Golf is a heavily simplified, rather abstract form of the real thing, rather than an attempt to completely adapt all the rules and regulations and, well, anything about the real thing, basically. So you have no club selection, there's no wind to worry about, there's fairly minimal hazards along the way, although you do have some trees and water hazards and that sort of thing. And if anything, it plays more like mini golf than real golf. But that's fine. So its clear mechanics make it very easy to understand, even if you're not super familiar with how to play golf. And once you get a feel for how the actual swing mechanic works in this, it can become a very enjoyable, very competitive game. So let's go play golf.
Okay, here we are once again with Atari Flashback Classics. Today taking a look at golf. So as always, we'll take a peek at the manual first of all. This golf game program is patterned after the traditional game of golf. There are 9 holes in which you must succeed in hitting the ball into a cup. Each time you hit the ball in an effort to reach the cup, it is called a stroke. Although the number of strokes you take to hit the ball into the cup is unlimited, each hole is a designated par. Par. I'll stop doing that now. Par represents the number of strokes you are ideally supposed to take to complete the hole. Total par for this course is 36. So, yeah, this is a fairly straightforward game in terms of structure. It is a 9-hole game of golf. You can play with 1 or 2 players. And if we look over on the right-hand side there, we can see the different screen elements. So up in the top left, we have the left player score, or the 1-player score. The second number across is the hole number. The third number is the par number. And the fourth number, if 2 people are playing, is the right player's score. And that's basically all you need to know. So, the way that this works, you move your golfer around, and your club always faces towards the ball. And you have to bear in mind the direction that the golfer is going to swing his club in order to hit it, and that determines which direction the ball is going to go. Here we are. As noted before, the golfer's club always points towards the ball. To change the angles of the club in relation to the ball, position the tip of the club over the ball and walk the golfer around the ball using the joystick. When you find a position you want, leave the tip of the club over the ball and press the controller button to start a backswing. So, the direction the ball travels is set the moment the backswing begins. So that diagram there shows you which direction the backswing is going to go. And so you have to position yourself accordingly. It looks like the backswing always goes... Oh, that's the ball direction, not the backswing direction. Okay, so the ball will always sort of go in an anti-clockwise direction from the direction the club is pointing. It's probably best to just demonstrate how this works, because there's not a lot else to say about that manual. So let's just jump in and I'll show you how to do that. So let's just reset the game from my previous effort. Game reset, and off we go. So here's your golfer, this little yellow dude here, and you'll see that the club changes its direction according to which direction you're going. So you can take practice swings in this, which is quite nice. So you can just stand over here, hold down the fire button, and you'll see the direction that the club goes. So like if you go in this direction, you'll see that the backswing always goes in that same direction. So you can use that to help figure out which way the ball is going to go. So if we want to hit the ball down and to the left, we basically have to position ourselves like this, I guess. Maybe down a bit. No, maybe like that. Hold down the fire button for the backswing. That sets your power. Then release. That was incorrect. Quite significantly. In fact, so incorrect, I'm going to start again, because I'm lame like that. Right, so what we actually want to do is position ourselves more like this, I think. Again, give it a bit of oomph. And there it goes. Okay, much better. Right. So now we want to go like this. Not quite as much power. And you have to cause it to end up on the green, and that causes you to go into putting mode, which looks like this, which works completely identically to how the standard golfing works. There we go. So that's the first hole done. And once again, we position for the initial tee-off. Backswing. And donk. Not a bad shot, actually. Alright, so this one we want to try and get it between those trees if we can. Now you can see a sand trap over on the right hand side. Sand traps don't really slow your ball down or anything, but they do make your ball invisible. That is the main use of sand traps in golf on the Atari 2600. Oh, no. And trees are basically just pinball bumpers. Equally annoying in their own right. There we are. Nice shot through the middle of them. Alright, so this time maybe from here. See, it just passes straight through the sand trap, but the way it works is it makes the priority of the sprites as such that the ball goes behind the sand trap so you can't see it. Oh, too hard. Much too hard. That's more like it. Oh, so close, so very close. Yeah, I actually rather like this game. It reminds me very much of the golf game on the Philips G7000 video pack, or the Odyssey 2. Which is executed very similarly to this in terms of positioning your character and then setting a backswing by holding down the button. The Philips game had the twist though, where if you set the power too high, then it would just basically apply a random amount of power to the ball. So that would discourage you from just holding down the button so you got all the way back in your backswing like you can do in this, and just hoofing it as hard as you can down the fairway. So in some respects, I think that Philips version is actually the superior game in a lot of ways. But I do like this one. It's got a definite charm about it. It just looks so ridiculous. You can't help but love it, really. Oh, no, wrong way. Other side, if you please. There. Oh, no. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Nice. On hole 4, and we are 17 strokes deep. Probably not going to make 36 on this one, but it doesn't matter because this is a 2600 game and there are no consequences for anything. No, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Clearly. Remember my own advice. Where do we want to go for that one? There, I guess. Yeah, that's the one. Hoof! Oops. Oh, that's going to be awkward, isn't it? Let's try this. Oh dear. I think there goes any hope of our par score. Oh, back in the bloody water again. And you'll see that it gives you a stroke penalty anytime you hit that water as well. And that can add up quite significantly, as you can see. Right. Smash! Insufficient smash. Small smash. There we go. Repeat the smash process, if you please. There we go. Alright, up to 30. Hole 5, we're on 30. I've got 6 more strokes to finish this course. 6 more strokes to do 4 holes. That's easy. Easy. Too easy. Almost too easy. Oops. Oh. Maybe bunkers do block your ball. I thought they didn't. Oh, well, you can just tonk it out the other side of them. So on that hole, you could actually sort of deliberately fire it through the bunker and just have a straight shot to the hole if you wanted to. Oh, not hard enough. It's very difficult to judge power in this game. Something you just have to learn with experience, I guess, is just sort of how far the ball's going to go at various levels of power. Let's do that. There's the 36th shot. And as you can see, we're doing brilliantly. No! Oh. Okay, we'll just go through the tree this time. That doesn't matter. I guess that's supposed to be simulating the ball going over the tree or something like that. That's probably how they would justify it anyway. Doesn't matter. It worked. Nice. Hole 7. Up to 39 strokes. Not too hard. Oh. Ball bags. I was going to say not too hard because we don't want to end up in the water again, but I think we're safe. Wallop. Now, do I dare go through the bunker? Let's give it a try. Wallop! That didn't work. I've had worse rounds of golf. This game specifically. Worse rounds of Atari golf. But I've also had better rounds as well. This is not my proudest moment. Wallop! Oh, not quite the right angle. That tree actually helped us out a little bit there, so that's okay. Oh no, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. See, even if you know the principle of how that angle works, you can still quite easily get it wrong. It's just something you have to learn, something you have to get used to. On the green. Hole 9. It's the final hole of this spectacular tournament attempt from up-and-coming new star Pete Davison. The yellow man with the large nose. Oh, how is he going to get out of this one? Is he going to tap it slightly around the corner? Yes, he is. Followed by a reasonable strength tonk across the fairway. And then a diagonal tonk to the hole. I knew I needed more power than that, but I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it at all. That's entirely my own fault there. There we go. No, that's wrong again. I'm still getting it wrong. How am I still getting it wrong after 9 holes? Nice. There we are. 57. 57. I think you'll agree that was a spectacular round of golf, or technically half round of golf, I guess. But anyway, yeah, that is golf for the Atari 2600. That is everything this game offers, aside from its 2-player mode, which is identical to that mode, except 2 of you play instead, one at a time. I don't believe it follows the actual rules of golf in terms of taking it in turns. I think it's just one player plays a hole, then the other player plays the next hole, and then the other player plays that same hole, and then you move on gradually like that, I believe. So it's not like you hit the ball, then your opponent hits the ball, and whoever's closer to the hole, whoever's further away from the hole rather. I don't think it does that. Let's see what it says in the manual actually. Playing the game. Two-player games. The left player starts and plays the entire hole. Then the right player shoots the same hole, followed by the left player or first player shooting the second hole. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't sort of follow the structure of golf, presumably because it would have to sort of keep resetting the course, and that's too much for the poor little 2600 to handle. But yeah, there you go. There's golf for Atari 2600. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please help out the channel by leaving a like or a comment and subscribing. New episodes of Atari A to Z are on Tuesdays and Atari ST A to Z on Thursdays. Check out atariatoz.wordpress.com for a full archive. Do please also check out my other projects moegamer.net, where I explore Japanese and Japanese-inspired games from yesterday and today, and videopackgames.wordpress.com, which aims to catalogue the small but well-formed library of the Philips G7000 Videopack computer, also known as the Magnavox Odyssey 2. You can also support my work on Patreon or buy me a coffee. You can find links to do both down in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.